Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and I'm very happy to be able to welcome you to Untitled Goose Game, a title that most of you are probably familiar with if you've been keeping up with gaming in the past year or so. Even those who aren't particularly well-versed in video games or are more casual know what to expect in this game, especially considering how viral the early trailers went. And I'm excited to report that this game is absolutely fantastic. This is an indie darling that deserves all the attention and love it gets, and I'm stoked to be able to play it on the channel for you today. And although I considered uploading this project as, you know, our traditional April video, along with Superman and Sonic, I think this deserved the full treatment. So with that having been said and done, let's go and get started. Slot 3. And begin our adventure. So, starting us off, press X to honk. Oh, there we are. Our position has been revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, our intrepid protagonist, the mischievous Goose. And I gotta tell you, running around with this guy, it feels fantastic, but about as unwieldy as you would expect controlling a goose. So if you can check it out over here, we've got ourselves a bit of a stash of bells. It's pretty adorable, but this is our home, and it's great, and holding A to run is a little bit annoying sometimes, so make sure you're kind of like tapping the button so that you can actually control yourself, otherwise it's very difficult. Now we can hold left trigger to bend forward, which is actually kind of incredible, just him going prone and just hiding in the grass and the bushes. This is something that might come in handy later, so do not forget. We've also got ourselves the action button. With B, we can pick things up that are at, you know, beak level and drop it, and we can also activate little bells and basically anything else. However, there are some things that are too low for us to pick up, so we're gonna have to bend down and do it. There we go. It's gonna set you right there, and this is gonna be important for a lot of things. Specifically, you know, carrying things that you don't want to break. You want to make sure you set them down nice and softly. And yeah, this is our little humble abode, our little stump, our little tennis ball. I love it, man. And then over here we've got ourselves a locked gate. So we have 2 locks here, which is interesting because I don't think the game has any other 2 lock, you know, fences, but that's okay because this opens us up to the rest of the world. We'll spread our wings and we'll start the game. Oh man, we are in for a trip. So, the conceit of the game is to cause as much mayhem and mischief as possible, and we have an entire to-do list in order to do it. And in this case, our main objective is to harass the hell out of a groundskeeper. So, there are a couple of different things that I would recommend doing. First off is checking your options menu. So I went ahead and adjusted some things as Ori is walking in front of the television. That's great. You can basically, you know, change anything there is in this game, including the button mapping. Ori is literally on the middle of the TV right now. Hold on. Cat. I think Ori literally is the Untitled Goose. Like, that is the name of his game. Okay, much to Ori's cries of protest, he's mostly out of the way. He's still kind of on the edge of the cabinet, but I think we'll be fine here. But there are a lot of methods of customization for how you can move, and he is already awkward enough to control as it is, so be wary and just customize how you'd like. Now, in order to begin doing our business here, we're going to have to head inside of the grounds, and it's going to be great because there are multiple ways to do many of these missions, and it's kind of awesome. First one that you want to take in consideration is we can just bust our way into the garden via the little hole there in the hedges, and we get to take a look at what to expect. We have carrots we can pick up, and we could probably set them in here, help our old groundskeeper friend out before, you know, we get in trouble. But there's the man himself. And so, one of our objectives is to steal his keys, and basically, anytime you want to steal something from someone, you can just bum rush them, and then call it good. But we want him to take it back, because we won't be able to get in through the front gate if we have the keys and he doesn't, because they're locked. So, let's go ahead and give him a reason to unlock it. And by that, I mean, I guess we could probably turn that on. And essentially, anything that we try to do or move, the NPCs are going to go out of their way and fix it to basically reset the area. So by doing all this stuff, we'll be fine, and we'll be okay to cause him all this stress. So we take his keys, and we try to bring it out over here. His keys are very important to him, obviously. I mean, it's to the house and to the outhouse. So that is the most important aspect of them, but we are gonna try not to get caught. It's pretty hard to control. I think you already know that. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, this way. And there we go. He's just a little wet. There you go. Oh, there he goes. Sure, you can have it. So if they catch you, they just kind of shake whatever you have out of your hand and you'll be fine. But now that that is done, there are plenty of things to do. One of the most difficult things is to have a picnic. That's not a fun thing to do sometimes. But there are also hidden objectives and compound objectives, and we're going to be trying to do as many of those while we're here as possible. Once you beat the game, you'll be able to go back through and do bonus difficult objectives. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to distract this guy as much as possible. Eventually he'll notice some things are gone, and we'll be able to have fun and dealing with him in ways that you don't generally do on a first playthrough. So first thing we're going to do is what I would consider to be probably one of the most difficult in the entire game, and that is dealing with cabbage. So we're going to go ahead and roll this out as much as we can. We are not going to be able to manipulate this beyond kicking it, which is really, really hard, especially with the way he's controlled and the way that I have everything set up right now. This is bad news. Okay, well, there's plenty of things here, so let's try this one. And we're going to go and take this to our gingham altar, which we haven't seen quite yet, but this is the same place where we take everything for a picnic. So get in there, please. You could try taking it out the front gate, but I wouldn't recommend it. But you do want him as busy as possible. And physics? There we go. Yeah, you can't pick this up, and you can't even nip at it. There's a soccer ball we need to collect later, and that is something that is really annoying to work with. But this cabbage, okay, let's try this. I don't know that this actually helps, but he's gonna notice some cabbage gone. And, oh great, we're gonna do this now. All right, it's duck. Duck, duck, goose. All right, come on, there you go, go, forward. Oh my goodness. You know, I would consider myself somewhat decent at this game, but I'm not doing a very good job. It's rough controlling this sometimes. All right, it's fine if it gets in the water, but we need to get it all the way to the right, and you'll notice there's already a bunch of picnic stuff here. Anyways, so, God, okay, can I save you from the water, please? Might almost be easier to bring it this way, actually. There it is. All right, to the picnic. Go, please. Ugh. And this isn't a noted kind of on your to-do list. You have a bunch of hidden objectives, and they'll be revealed once you beat the game, obviously. But here we go. Here we go. Yeah, cabbage picnic. My favorite. Yummy indeed. So, let's see. He's bringing his stuff over, resetting, which is fine. But one of the things that I do want him to do is to get angry at me for picking his prized rose. So, let's go and drop it right there. I'm sorry. There is an overarching game-long achievement to collect 5 flowers, and this is one of them. And so we're going to keep that in mind for later since we don't need it now, but I do want your hat. I do want it. I want it. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it through my little hole. And we're going to hide it somewhere where he is not going to try to find it for a second. Ooh, there we go. A bit of foreshadowing for the future. So I'm going to leave this here. We're going to need this later. And I have a feeling that that is a decent enough place to put it to where he's not going to get upset. But this is going to cause him to grab his sun hat, which is important for one of our other achievements. So we'll make him wear that. And there's also put the rake in the lake. I think we could try for that right now, just while we're here. And these larger items are a little bit difficult to take, mostly because, you know, you're going to have trouble doing whatever it is you need to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, not the rake. Not the rake. I'm sorry. Okay, he's just going to shake it off. All right, but he doesn't care because it's still in his grounds. It's still in his grounds, his garden, of course. So I'm just gonna yoink that out of here, please and thank you. Let's bring it to the water. This is beautiful. All right, there we go. Oh, and he's wearing a sun hat. So that was hidden on his little shack thing. And after a while, you're going to get a new to-do list item, which basically means we've completed the minimal amount of things we need to do in this area, and the next portion will open up to us. So in order to do this, he is going to try to bang it on there. But he hurt his finger, because he's not very good at this. Let him go. Oh, he fell. I'm so sorry. So that was the new to-do item, and we can now move on to the second portion of the game. But as you guys see, there's still plenty for us here to do. Lots of stuff to bring. So let's see if we can do as much of this out here as we can before moving on, because this is going to be a good opportunity to delve into this and kind of get familiar with what to expect in the game. There's going to be a lot of making people hurt themselves, or especially fetch quests like we're doing right now. We have to collect 2 sandwiches and all this stuff. And I think this is actually the biggest amount of things we have to do. So I'm not particularly worried, but should be fine. So set that there. And we needed the basket also, I think. So we'll grab that. Drag it on over. And I think we'll be set. We will need to go in and grab some jam and its thermos. So let's see if we can do that without too many issues. And be a bit on the careful side, perhaps. Hold on. And we can sneak around him. The AI in this game is not the greatest, but it should hopefully be fine. Where are you going? Where are you going? Eventually he will notice that some of his stuff is missing. Ooh, hi, physics. That's not what I was thinking would happen to that. But we'll be okay. Now, the last thing that you want to collect is the radio, because the second you collect it, it's going to turn on and he'll chase you. And that's kind of annoying. So that'll be the last thing. And then I think we'll be set. Although, there is one thing... Uh-oh. There's one thing that I think I'm missing, and I don't know what it is. I don't remember. We brought the cabbage. There was an extra achievement. I'm going to move all this stuff. Oh, there it is, telling me that I can move quickly if I look away. So let me go and move this stuff. I'm ruining your pumpkin patch, sir. There we go. Oh, okay. He threw me over the edge there. That's kind of funny. Alright. So, let's go and yoink that. Maybe hide. I don't think we need that second apple. So I'm gonna, deal with the cabbage, sir. So there is a speedrunning element to this game, something I just wanted to bring up real quick. After 7 minutes, if you haven't completed the entirety of an area, you're gonna hear church bells ringing. And that means that you haven't completed it fast enough. And it doesn't do anything, it's just for an achievement and to say, hey, you are fast and you speed ran it. You did it quickly, more or less. Oh, I do need a pumpkin. Oh no. I don't remember that. Can I pick up a pumpkin? I hope so. I don't remember that. It has been a minute since I've played the game, but I think we'll be set. I think we'll be fine. All right, yeah, this is turning out to be quite the lucrative picnic we're having here. But after 7 minutes, you'll have to reset in order to get the achievement and do the thing. Okay, we can drag. That's good. Ugh. Give me that pumpkin, sir. Give it to me. There we go. God, this game is like, it's oozing with style. And I love it. I love it. It's so good. And zooming in and the sounds. I'm sorry that I'm commentating over this. I honestly think this is a game that everyone should play. And if it's not already on, like, mobile, then it definitely should be. Although, I guess it would be kind of hard to play mobily. Just as many people as possible playing this, I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine, we'll be set. I'm going to be saying that a lot for some reason. So I want the radio. I don't know why I brought it in here, but it's mine. Leave me be, sir. Leave me be. I'm running. And this is going to be the last thing we do in the garden, I believe, unless I think of one other thing to do, but I don't remember. But there's our picnic. It's nice and well done. Complete the garden to-do list. Thank you. But there is one thing that I would like to do, and this kind of is, we're kind of going to be breaking the game for a second. Not in a bad way, but we're doing things that we don't know we're supposed to do. First of which is, where is your tool? there's a tool that he had set over here. I don't know what it's called, like a trowel or something. And he set it somewhere. Was he carrying it with him when he left? Because that would be really sad. We also have this. Turn that water on. No, he doesn't have it on him. Wait, where the hell is it? Excuse me, sir, you have a tool that I'm looking for. And no, it's not your face. Oh, there he is. He's gonna pick it up. Put everything back to where it started. Yeah, it should be right here. I don't know where he put it. I didn't take it. Oh, here it is. I see. He's doing some gardening. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna be dealing with something kind of hilarious. The garden is done. It's time to head out on the streets